Hey up people, welcome back everybody. Happy Easter. I hope you're all having a good one. I hope you're having a good day. Right, I checked out Emma Robinson the other day. I liked her content, so I'm back with another one. I think I did 6 things I do in America that I didn't do in the UK. Or was it the other way? No, I think it was what she does in America that she didn't in the UK. This is the art of USA history, my visit to Gettysburg as a UK visitor. Looking at the thumbnail, it looks like it's going to be some sort of... I've heard of is it the Battle of Gettysburg? Obviously, I've heard of that. I think everybody has at this point. But yeah, I don't know what this is going to be about apart from the place of Gettysburg. I don't know if she's going to go on to the battle, but I think she's going to. The art of USA history. Right, I give it a like. Seems we're here. Go.
Well, America just keeps on delivering. I've just ticked off something huge on my American travel list, Gettysburg. And let me tell you, this place isn't just another historic town. It's like walking straight into the pages of history. It's quiet, respectful, and deeply symbolic. It's been on my list of places to visit since moving to America. Being a military family, we love to learn more about history and visit places like this. So over 50,000 soldiers were killed, wounded, or went missing in just 3 days here. Yet somehow the battlefields are among the most peaceful places I've ever walked through.
That's beautiful.
It's where one of the most pivotal and bloody battles of the American Civil War took place in July.
It looks a bit like the UK, to be fair, but that's got a blue sky. If you had photoshopped some grey clouds in there, black clouds in there, it somewhat look like the UK.
By 1863, and where President Abraham Lincoln later delivered the Gettysburg Address, framing it as a place dedicated of those who fought and died. Today, it's preserved as a national park, a truly impressive outdoor memorial and poignant cemetery. While it still has its touristy charm with live music, shops, bars, restaurants, and ghost tours, it also has the National Military Park Museum. That's where we started to really understand the history surrounding this town. You can watch short films about the Civil War and see old artifacts and exhibits. But walking through the town and visiting the shops, it really became clear how just passionate the locals are. In a souvenir shop, a lovely lady told us 2 stories. First, Jenny Wade, officially recognized as the only civilian killed during the Battle of Gettysburg. She was only 20 years old, baking bread for Union soldiers in her sister's kitchen.
To be fair, that's pretty damn impressive. Any civilian, anyone killed, to be fair, is not good, but only one civilian. Very impressive as battles go, wars go.
Jenny Wade, officially recognized as the only civilian killed during the Battle of Gettysburg. She was only 20 years old, baking bread for Union soldiers in her sister's kitchen, when a stray Confederate bullet came straight through the door and killed her. You can actually walk through the house where it happened. It's now a museum. Other civilians did die indirectly from the battle, from illness, stray shells, or long-term injuries, but Jenny Wade is the only one confirmed to be killed during the actual fighting itself.
And it was a stray.
Then there's Tilly Pierce. She was only 15 years old. Her family sent her to a friend's farm thinking she'd be safer, but that farm ended up in the middle of the battle. She spent those days carrying water, tearing sheets of bandages, and comforting the wounded. Later, she wrote a memoir, so we know exactly what she saw, what she went through. This is 2 young women, same battle, completely different fates, but both forever a part of Gettysburg's story. We visited Gettysburg National Cemetery, and it was silent, peaceful, beautiful, and deeply respectful. You can drive through the battlefield. I didn't this time, but we walked through areas overlooked by Cook's Hill and around the town, really just taking it all in. Now, we can't go anywhere with a toddler without visiting an ice cream shop, so if you go, I highly recommend Mr. G's. Honestly, it is the best ice cream I've ever had. It's close to really reasonable parking, costing about $1.50 an hour. And if you're planning a visit to Gettysburg, the Hotel Gettysburg is walking distance from the National Military Park and the college. It's a historic landmark located...
Can't park anywhere for less than £4 these days, I'm telling you.
...in the heart of downtown.
The worst places you get charged to park is at the hospitals. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
And if you're planning a visit to Gettysburg, the Hotel Gettysburg is walking distance from the National Military Park and the college. It's a historic landmark located in the heart of downtown. The hotel remains a notable part of the town's rich history, which is a member of Historic Hotels in America. Or, nestled in the heart of Gettysburg, the Barnsworth House Inn and Sweeney's Tavern offer visitors a unique blend of history, hospitality, and haunting tales. Established around 1810, the Barnsworth House Inn
I
stands as one
definitely
of
do that.
Gettysburg's most historic
Go for the ghost tours and that. I'd like that.
establishments. During the Civil War, it served as a Confederate sharpshooter's post with over 100 bullet holes marking its exterior, a testament to its role in the Battle of Gettysburg. The inn also functioned as a hospital for the wounded. Today, it offers Victorian-style accommodations, Civil War-era dining, and guided ghost tours, making it a popular destination for history enthusiasts and thrill seekers.
Civil War style dining. If there's any videos on that, let me know. And also, let me know in the comments as well if there is any, well, there's bound to be, isn't there, some documentaries that I can check out on here about the Battle of Gettysburg. I've heard of it, everybody's heard of it, but I don't know the ins and outs. I didn't know that so many people were killed in such a short time.
Seekers alike. And of course, there are Christmas shops and chocolate shops that are worth a visit, but from buying Isabel some children's books in town, I've actually learned a lot more about Abraham Lincoln, his early life, education, and how the locals called him Honest Abe. That's not stuff you learn at school in England. I didn't anyway, and it really
I was just about to say something there. I was about to say that's something that I've got to look at. Is any there's bound to be something out there about the life of the guy. Check out Abraham. I've got to check him out, haven't I?
Me a deeper appreciation of the man widely regarded as one of America's greatest presidents. You can, of course, buy these types of books anywhere.
I don't remember learning about him at school neither, not in any sort of depth. We heard, obviously, one of the founding fathers and all that. Of course, we know that, but no depth into it, really.
But the gift shops in Gettysburg gave me a deeper appreciation of the man widely regarded as one of America's greatest presidents. You can, of course, buy these types of books anywhere.
See,
but the
president, so was he a founding father? See, this is why I'm here, to learn stuff. I ain't even 100% sure. Well, I ain't sure at all. That's why I'm here. And in the comment section is my encyclopedia of knowledge. Obviously, you guys know all this. I don't. So, yeah, please help me out. I called him a founding father. In my head, he is. Am I wrong?
gift shops in Gettysburg had some really, really good ones. The shops reminded me of my hometown in England, all independent, locally owned, and unique, giving the town a homely, welcoming feel. Something else from Gettysburg, a chilling story that has made headlines recently.
Not many individual mom and papa style shops anymore. Not really. Not here.
You know the Annabelle doll from the Conjuring movies, if you're a horror fan. So the real doll, a Raggedy Ann doll, it was on a US tour called Devils on the Run, showcasing items from Ed and Lorraine Warren's infamous occult museum. During a recent stop in Gettysburg, the lead investigator, Dan Rivera, sadly died suddenly in his hotel room at age 54. Authorities say nothing suspicious was found, but the timing is a bit chilling. I'm sure in years to come there will be a new movie about this, maybe even filmed in Gettysburg, but we'll wait and see on that one. But I really love this town. If I could live anywhere, Gettysburg is high on the list. The independent shops remind me of my hometown, the live music makes it inviting, and history is on every single corner. We'll definitely come back to try more local restaurants, and maybe when Isabel's older, we can come back and do a tour and visit one of the local reenactments. This is, to date, my #1 place to visit in America for the history alone, and the area itself is surrounded by some beautiful...
It does look really peaceful and serene, and yeah, really quiet. Nice place
state
to
parks
chill.
and close to the Appalachian Trail. It is definitely worth a visit. Also, near Gettysburg in October, they have the National Apple Harvest Festival, which we would love to go back for, but today we're picking pears from our garden, making the most of the sunshine. But our next stop, as I said in my last video, is Hawaii, specifically Waikiki. Thank you so much, everybody who had left recommendations. That was really helpful. I can't wait to see Pearl Harbor, the beaches, and hike some of their famous trails with the family. I will share that with you all next, and I obviously can't wait to keep exploring America.
You keep going. Right.
Today we're...
Right, I enjoyed that. Yeah, no, let me know in the comments about anything that both for Abraham Lincoln. He's a founding father, isn't he? I swear to God, once I'm in front of this camera, everything that I think I know I massively second guess, then third, then fourth guess. But he is a founding father, not just a president, right? I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. But what else was I going to say? Yeah, Gettysburg's a little documentary on that. If there's one of them out there that you want me to check out or that I should check out, let me know, please. And yeah, I'd massively appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye. Bye bye.